Hey all you cool cats and kittens, this is Carol from Big Cat Rescue. Take two. Hey all you shrimp, sheep, and sharks, this is Shayla with another episode of Bless Your Heart. Bars.
Down in the dirty, we keep it cleaner than clean. Yeah, you can slap it in your mouth if you fuck with my team. Yeah, it's the land of the pimps, the home of the slaves. We just some sucker certified spinners making our way.
So last episode I talked a little bit about the fact that I went to film school. When we talk about film and we talk about actually studying film and studying the greats before us in order to appreciate and learn the craft, we always hear about films from the Citizen Kanes, the Taxis, the Psychos, Alfred Hitchcocks, and Woody Allen. We never put a microscope on our Black films. The great thing about going to school within the DMV area is that you can be enrolled in one school, but you can take classes at other participating schools within the area. When I was in film school, I took advantage of that. I attended a few classes at Howard University's film program where I got a chance to be exposed to so many historical and legendary Black filmmakers and Black films that I wouldn't necessarily have been exposed to in the film school that I was currently attending. So that brings us to this two-part episode today. We're going to talk about Black films that I feel like all aspiring filmmakers should watch. This first episode, we're going to cover films that are created by Black women directors, and then the next episode, we're going to cover our Black men. We're only going to cover 3 each episode. However, if you would like a list of Black films that I feel like aspiring filmmakers should watch, hit me up, send me an email, and I'll shoot that list to you. I already know you've seen Spike Lee's film. I already know you've seen Ava DuVernay's films. So I'm going to try to cover films that I feel like a lot of people have not seen. And we're going to also talk about what I feel like you should gain from watching these films. All right, let's do it. So the very first film we're going to cover is Losing Ground, directed by Kathleen Collins. The film follows the marriage of a philosophy professor and a painter as she intellectually seeks to understand ecstasy and the ecstatic experience, while her husband seeks to experience some ecstasy on his own, if you know what I mean. The underlying themes discuss race, gender, and the depths of liberation. It is considered one of the first fictional feature film directed by a Black woman. While watching this film, pay close attention to how and when specific colors are used and what is occurring on the screen when you see those specific colors. See how Kathleen Collins and cinematographer Ronald K. Gray beautifully frame shots in order to give things a deeper meaning instead of solely relying on dialogue. This film would teach aspiring filmmakers the point of being intentional and strategically using color, framing, and composition to visually tell a story. The next film you definitely should watch, Eve's Bayou. Eve's Bayou is a 1997 magic realism horror. Yes, I say horror. Debate your mama. Directed by Casey Lemon. It is a coming-of-age story following Eve Batiste, a 10-year-old girl living in Louisiana whose affluent Creole family becomes unraveled in a chain of events after she witnesses her father's infidelity. The story itself is about the complexities and unreliability of memories and how moments of time can be perceived and remembered differently when looked at through different lenses. The film itself is a masterclass on creating character-driven stories and beautiful character development. The script itself is phenomenal, and if you can get your hands on a copy, it's definitely worth the study.
Well, go on and keep secrets if you want to. I won't squeeze it out of you.
And the last film, Pariah, a story about sexual identity. Pariah is a 2011 coming-of-age drama directed by Dee Rees. The film follows Alike, a teenage lesbian, as she juggles sexuality, identity, family issues, and feeling torn between the worlds of masculinity and femininity. Pariah doesn't shy away from using bold, deep colors in order to visually tell this story. Bradford Young has solidified his place as a legend when it comes to cinematography and lighting Black skin, but you cannot mention the cinematography without giving praise to Dee Rees' unique direction and vision. Not only is Pariah deemed a classic when it comes to LGBT Black cinema, but in my humble opinion, I believe Pariah is a classic overall.
I'm free.
Alright guys, so that concludes this episode. Are you a filmmaker? Do you have some classic black films you feel like every aspiring filmmaker should watch? If so, leave the name of the film in the comments below. Stay tuned to the next episode where I cover 3 more films but directed by black men. See you next week. Bye!